It's the truth, though. He thinks the whole world is just out to get him. And he lives in that loony bin, which if Kat is actually happy with him, she aids and abets him, which if you think about it, she doesn't look like she's happy from the few times that she's been on camera recently, which is not much. But she did find Phil sexy. They met through his live streams. And when did they meet? And like he was full into his e-begging and shit. She's like, oh yeah, baby, e-beg more. It turns me on. Their house must be like the Temu version or diet soda version of a fucking insane asylum. Their house has to be a fucking loony bin. You have two very mentally unstable people living under the same roof, completely isolated from everybody. I've joked about wanting Gal Gadot to fart in my face. You know, it's just whatever. It's what humans do. But again, this goes back to the other point I didn't finish. He doesn't really know how to be an adult. Probably because he is, let's keep it real, on the spectrum. So he thinks he has to cosplay as this adult. This is like what, in his mind, what adults do. And it's not. Baby Cat is very insecure and jealous and even joking about women made of polygons makes her I always remember, what was that game where there were robot titties in it? I forgot. It wasn't really that good. I own it, but I couldn't get into it. Atomic Heart. Thank you. Atomic Heart. And he stopped playing it because it got too risque. Why? Because Cat it's either that he thinks because he's married that this is the way he has to be. That's one take, or Cat would get jealous. That's not normal. That's cosplaying as an adult. That's weird. And if that's the relationship he has with his wife, that is as toxic as fuck. That is toxic. That's not being an adult. That's being an adult in a really weird relationship. And if that's their relationship dynamic, no wonder why they're both miserable. I mean, and think about it, too. They don't leave the house except one day a week to get fucking groceries and run errands. That's insane. Dude, you work from home. Go outside for a walk. My fat fucking ass does it. It keeps me from going nuts. You only leave the house one day a week? Make it make sense, dude. He doesn't really know how to be an adult. Probably because he is, let's keep it real, on the spectrum. So he thinks he has to cosplay as this adult. This is like what, in his mind, what adults do. And it's not. You're just being this vapid husk of a human being that's just like, all right, how am I going to make money today? Let me eat something. How am I going to make money today? Let me play a game that I really don't want to fucking play. And it must be a miserable existence. It doesn't matter if the job is easy. If you hate a job, it doesn't matter how easy it is. It still sucks. Like, he's just out the door. Look at his face. He doesn't want to do this. You could see it in his face. He's not saying anything. Like, look at his face. He's miserable. He's miserable. He thinks that he could look like that and look miserable and tell you that he loves it. So they're just going to think I love it. No, we see right through it, Phil. You don't love it. He's not being genuine with himself. Phil still, like, when he lets the mask slip, he makes the stupid ass jokes that used to get him in trouble back in the day. That's also the problem with Phil too, is one, he thinks this is how to be an adult. And secondly, when he is his true self, he fucks himself over.